Hello there. So advanced welders, welcome back. So I've completed my welds for my edge weld, for my beveled welds. So if you want to take a look here, so right here, this is our double bevel, and this is our single bevel. Sorry for the welds not looking as good. You can see here I started up at this point and I worked my way this way. I've just got an AC welder and I'm using a 6011 rod. You can see I'm using 6011 rod. I'm not very happy with that, but that's what I had available here at the house, so that's what we used. If I do this again, maybe I'll do one on MIG welding for you so you can see. But you can see here our single bevel weld, okay? And you can see how I started out poorly, but when I finished, you can see where I finished. Finishing, and we got right down deep in, and it penetrated in. As I flip this over, you can just barely see deep down in there where I fused them together. My double bevel, okay, so the double bevel weld, 45s on both sides, you can see. This is where I started, but the welds actually, sorry about that, the welds actually touched each other inside of the steel. And when I got done, I'll turn this around for you. When I got done, you can see where they fused in together. And so this is actually a stronger joint than what this is. And the reason why it's a stronger joint is because the welding rod is actually stronger than what the steel is. And so you can see I did that. So and I did one on the back side. This one here was my first weld. I actually did better the first time in joining them together. But you can see here, I started here nice and slow. No oscillations. This was just a straight bead. And I just went straight, as straight as I could go on a day like today. But I just went straight with it, nice and slow. My amperage for this was small. It was only like 75, 80, somewhere in that neighborhood, compared to what we normally weld with. I mean, this is still, close to 1/8-inch thick steel. So actually, I think it's 3/16, a little bit thicker. But you can see here, I was only at like 75 or 80 when I was welding on it. And you can see, if you look here, the hump, there's not really much. It's pretty flat. There's not a lot of grinding to do there. I think I would do next time is I might turn it up just a little bit just to make sure that I had more of a smooth transition in there, or not use 6011 on this. I'd probably use something different, maybe the MIG welder or so. But you can actually make this look really close to flat, and if you look on the edge, you can see it's not a huge hump right in through here. And that's what you want to see on a double beveled or even a beveled weld, is you want to merge them together and have it pretty smooth. So there's not a whole lot of grinding that has to happen there. So just wanted to go over a couple of joints with you. Beveled weld and double beveled. Take a few minutes, take a grinder, grind 45 degrees. I've had to do that. I had a hitch on a tractor that broke on the mounting parts of it. I put a good beveled weld on it, filled it in. That thing is a lot stronger now than it was from the factory, just because I put the beveled edge on it and was able to fuse them together better. So that's some things to think about, some things to know about. And so take some time when you're grinding, grind away a little bit, prepare your steel properly, and get a good finished weld.